Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about something profound, about the strength we all carry inside us. We live in a world where opinions, judgments, and external forces seem to shape our reality. But the truth is, they only hold the power we allow them to have. Often people despise us, criticize us, or stand in our way. But we must understand something fundamental. That is their problem, not ours. You see, we each possess something far more powerful than the circumstances that surround us. Something miraculous within us. Our mind, our spirit, and our ability to choose how we respond to life. External forces can tug at us, attempt to make us dance like puppets. But we have the choice to rise above and stay true to who we are. The power is within us to be unshaken by others' perceptions, to move forward with clarity and purpose. We must not let the chaos around us dictate the clarity of our path. The world is full of distractions, full of noise. Every day, we are bombarded by demands, opinions, and judgments, and it's easy to become careless in our actions or confused in our words. But we must move through life with intentionality. Our task is to remain grounded, to act with precision, and to speak with clarity. No matter what anyone says or does, our duty remains the same. To be good and to do good. When challenges arise, when we face hardships, it is tempting to believe that these obstacles are too great to overcome. But let me tell you something. Just because something is difficult does not mean it is impossible. If it's humanly possible, then it's possible for you. We should never let difficulties define our limits. Instead, we should recognize them as opportunities to grow and to test the strength we carry within. Challenges are not barriers, but rather they are stepping stones, and each one can help us rise higher. The real key, though, is to focus on the present moment. We spend so much of our lives worrying about the past or fearing the future, but the present is all we ever really have. It's easy to lose sight of this when we get swept up in what others think or when we allow our minds to be distracted. But living in the present is about keeping an untroubled spirit, about seeing things as they truly are and not getting caught up in unnecessary distractions. Integrity. This is something we cannot afford to compromise. There is no gain in achieving something if it costs you your self-respect. Take pride in your achievements, but never be so attached to them that they define you. Life is fluid, and we must learn to receive without pride and let go without attachment. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Understand this deeply, and you will find a strength that cannot be shaken. The world around you may be turbulent, but you have the ability to remain calm and focused no matter what. Be tolerant with others, for they, too, are navigating their own storms. But hold yourself to a higher standard. Expect more from yourself than you do from anyone else, and never lose sight of your purpose. Now, I won't stand here and pretend that life is easy. It's not. The struggle is real. The challenges are many. But it's precisely because the struggle is great that the reward is divine. We are here not merely to exist, but to grow, to strive for mastery over ourselves, to find freedom in our actions, and to achieve happiness and tranquility. This journey requires discipline, kindness, and most of all, the ability to see the bigger picture. Anxiety, stress, and worry, they don't come from the outside world. These emotions are born within us, from our own perceptions, from the way we choose to interpret the world around us. And the good news is, if the anxiety comes from within us, then we have the power to release it. We can discard it. We can choose peace, not because the world is peaceful, but because we carry that peace within ourselves. Each of us needs a place where we can find solace, a retreat from the pressures of life. But that retreat is not found in a distant location or in the company of others. The most peaceful retreat you will ever find is within your own mind. When life becomes overwhelming, retreat into your mind and find that place of peace. Renew yourself in that place, and you will return to the world with a fresh perspective. True good fortune, true success, these are not external. They are not found in wealth, status, or recognition. True good fortune is what you create for yourself, through your character, your actions, and your intentions. Wherever you are, no matter your circumstances, you can live a good life if you choose to live well. And when you help others, when you uplift those around you, you are not only fulfilling your purpose, you are aligning yourself with the very essence of what it means to live a meaningful life. Time, however, is fleeting. The part of it marked for each of us is brief. When you consider the vastness of the universe, the workings of fate, it becomes clear how small our role is in the grand scheme of things. But within that small role lies a great responsibility. No one can stop you from being honest, from being straightforward, from living with integrity. No one can stop you from loving what happens, from embracing the present moment with all its beauty and challenges. The quality of your life, the depth of your happiness, it all depends on the quality of your thoughts. You become what you think about. So, I ask you, what are you thinking about? Are your thoughts lifting you up or pulling you down? Fear not death, for it is inevitable. Fear never having truly lived. Fear wasting the time you have been given, for once it's gone, it never returns. There is no need to get worked up over things you cannot control. The world doesn't ask to be judged by you, and your anger does not affect the world. Be like the cliff that stands firm against the crashing waves. No matter how fierce the storm, the cliff remains unshaken. And so should you. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. If something external distresses you, remember that the pain is not coming from the event itself, but from your perception of it. Change your perception, and you change your experience. Ask yourself often, is this necessary? So much of what we worry about is unnecessary, and when we strip it away, we free ourselves to live more fully. Your days are numbered, so don't waste them. Open the windows of your soul to the light while you can. Life is short, and the sun will set on all of us eventually. But remember this, the best revenge against those who wrong you is not to become like them. Instead, stay true to yourself. Count your blessings. Appreciate what you have, because one day, you may look back and realize how valuable those blessings were. In the end, your thoughts determine your reality. Difficult tasks may seem impossible, but they aren't. Never let difficulty convince you that you can't achieve what you set out to do. And never remind people of your worth. Those who value you already know it. And for those who don't, it simply doesn't matter. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't act as if you have thousands of years ahead of you. Live now with urgency and intention. When you face challenges, don't see them as misfortunes. Instead, recognize that bearing them with grace and dignity is true good fortune. So, when you wake up each morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to love, to experience this world in all its complexity and beauty.